Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of November 4th through the 6th, 2022. So I thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, it's a separate process, so make sure you're registered at Paid Communications, request your callback. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings, and check me out on TikTok. Okay, so we have the overall energy as the Empress. We have Temperance. We've got the Hierophant. We have the Moon, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, and 10 of Coins. All right, so I feel that something that you put out into the universe is going to manifest. I feel like you've been learning a lot. I feel like you have been putting the lessons to use, things that you've learned in your life. I feel like you've been putting those lessons to use. I feel like you're also finding ways that things will benefit you. I feel like you're having comforts, material comforts. You also may feel a sense of appreciation, recognition, or admiration. I feel too like if there have been any medical things going on with you, something's going on where it seems like you are healing or recovering, and I feel like you're going to be back to normal. If you were, I don't want to say, well, yeah, it's possible, and I'm not a doctor, but you know, just based off of what I'm picking up spiritually, I still say go to the doctor though, to make sure, you know, things are okay. But I feel like if you've been having any type of fertility issues, that they can be healed or resolved. Especially if you've been trying. Or maybe there is some sort of new program for you that seems to be, you know, going pretty well. Some sort of regimen or medication, something's going on where it seems like it's really helping. I feel too like just health in general, like you just seem to be healthy. I don't know if you've been concerned about any health issues, or if you're recovering from some sort of surgery, but it looks like things are well. The only issue that I'm getting is maybe more so like needing to focus on your emotional well-being or water intake. Now, you may have, you know, been diagnosed with some sort of swelling, but maybe I feel like they can find the cause of swelling, especially if it's been something mysterious. But I feel that, you know, they're going to be able to give you answers. You're going to have some sort of concrete answers in regards to what's been going on with you. I feel like if you are in school, you seem to be doing well. You might receive some sort of certificate or degree. I feel like something is going to give you permission to do something. It's like, okay, this gives you permission to do something. Maybe you just got some sort of a business license. If you are in business, I feel like things are going well. I feel like you're going to come into some money. I feel like you are going to be doing things that are, that you're passionate about. Things that may deal with creativity or arts especially. But, I feel like you are going to have a sense of, foundation and security here. Like I said, I do feel like there's still some sort of emotional things that you may have to deal with. You might feel extremely emotional or sensitive about something. You might get triggered. And it's usually for me is always when it's like just completely out of the blue. You're watching a movie, listening to a song, having a conversation. Somebody says something so trivial, and it just sends you off on, not upset with them, but just a memory or a thought, something that just really gets you emotional. So you might find yourself really choked up about some things, and maybe you thought you were over, or you just didn't realize that you're still affected by something and it hits you, especially to something in regards to motherhood or your mother. Mother, or maybe like your physical appearance. It seems like you just feel like really emotional about some things. In regards to relationships, I feel like commitment needs to maybe be defined. Like, what is commitment for you? Is commitment marriage? Or is commitment just, loyalty? So I feel like something's going on where, that is something that needs to be defined. Like, what is your definition of commitment? And it seems to like you feel ready for a relationship, or you feel ready for a commitment. You're like, okay, like I've been through some things. I've learned a lot of lessons. I'm ready to put what I learned to use. And so that could also be it. Like, finally there's someone that you're attracted to, someone that comes into your life, and immediately you're tested. You're like, oh God, they're reminding me of this, or what does that mean? Like something might happen where you start to feel those insecurities come to the surface. Things that you keep trying to hide or avoid. It's like, no, don't hide it. Just process it, deal with it, like walk through what it is that you're feeling. Like really understand why you have these feelings, these emotions, why something is making you so emotional. So I feel like, you still have to look deep within to come to some sort of understanding. But I see you just kind of like relaxing and letting it all out, and then being at peace again. I feel like I kind of feel like you're going to get a glimpse of something. Like I said, just to see, like, are you really ready? And, after some sort of initial reaction, you find a way to find calmness again. Also, in regards to love, you might be holding on to something, holding on to someone emotionally. Like, if you are having a hard time connecting to people, it may be because emotionally you're still holding on to someone else, or like someone left an impression on you, and you hold that experience in high standards, and you're like, okay, like whoever comes into my life, I need to have this. That person set the bar, and this is what I know that I need going forward in any other relationship. So emotionally, you could have some sort of blockages because of, a past experience that you really enjoyed. And so you're not settling. It's weird because I feel like there's a lot of emotions coming out, and then someone just kind of like still hiding some or closing the door. It's like, hey, like the emotions weren't finished spilling out. Like, don't lock the door. Like, let it finish coming out. So I kind of feel like maybe someone's going to pull back a little. It could also be that you're just reflecting on what you just released. It might feel like, okay, that's enough for now. Like maybe you're trying not to, you know, get into some sort of pity party. And then too, if this isn't you, then it definitely could be somebody around you. I still feel like you're being affected because it's like your empathic abilities are being challenged. Like you can really feel deeply connected to somebody and feel what they're feeling and just have like a deep sense of compassion. Someone definitely could be playing on your nurturing heartstrings. You might be in a very nurturing mood. You might feel the need to nurture somebody. Maybe you feel like somebody is lonely, or maybe someone needs like a mother figure. Maybe someone needs to be fed. So it seems like your nurturing abilities are really kicking in. And maybe you do feel like overly sorry for somebody and you're like, I want to take care of them or I want to look after them. And it might be a literal child. It doesn't have to be an adult. Although it depends on the situation. Maybe it is somebody who just needs somebody to vent to, or somebody, you know, just needs somebody to talk to for a minute. And I do feel that if you feel that you're taken advantage of, you're going to set boundaries. It's like, okay, like I'm willing to do this, that, and the other for you, but that's where I draw the line. Like this is, you know, that's it. So you still might end up having to set some boundaries, even if you do feel the need to heal, help, or nurture someone. Also, someone may be a doctor, a nurse, or work in the health industry, including holistic healing. Even if you have a full-time job, you might have some sort of side hustle that's bringing you in some extra coins. You also could end up spending some money this weekend or a large chunk of change. But if you do, I feel like that's because you have it to spend. If you are up for a promotion, even though there's competition, I feel that you have an edge over other competitors. I feel like you are standing out from the other interviewees. Any anxiety you're having in regards to finances, I feel like you're going to be okay. Something happens where you do have a solution, or a solution will be revealed to you. You might be really concerned about someone who's going through some things, like I said, or someone who's going through depression. Yeah, you might be very concerned about someone, but at the same time, I feel like you're trying to figure out a way to help without losing yourself. You also may be giving someone some sort of an ultimatum. I feel like you also need to pay attention to your dreams because it seems like there's something being revealed to you. And it's like you're putting the pieces together in regards to something that you saw, the images that you saw. Even if you only remember bits and parts of your dream, I feel like that's significant enough. Like at some point, whatever you were able to remember is going to make sense in reality. It's like, okay, like that must have been what my dream was talking about, that part right there. So pay attention to your dreams because I feel like there's clues being left for you. Yeah, your inner nurturing ways are going to be activated. Even if you're a guy, like something's going on where you feel like you need to save or rescue somebody who's drowning. Now, my only concerns in regards to a love situation, something's going on where either someone has a family already and they're not leaving that family because they feel safe and secure, or there's an issue with like their family, their blood relatives, where maybe you feel like you keep taking like a back seat to them. Or it just feels like you're in competition with their relatives. And not saying that people shouldn't put family first, but depending on, you know, where you are in your relationship, if this is somebody that you're supposed to marry, you know, there may need to be some sort of adjustments to make sure that your needs are being met. I feel like somebody is drinking and wanting to be left alone. It's possible you or somebody you know is having a pity party. Like I said, I kind of feel like somebody is going to open up emotionally and then kind of close back up and feel like that's enough. Maybe, you know, someone realizes that they are becoming too emotional or they just feel too vulnerable. And I just feel like they might close the door and want to be alone. Also, someone might propose something to you, some sort of idea, whether it's love related, business related. And I feel like you are not going to want to give an immediate answer. You're like, I need to think about that. And let me see how that's going to benefit me. So I feel like you want to make sure that something's going to benefit you before you agree to it. You might find that listening to music or sounds can be very healing or relaxing for you. You also may be working with water elements to try to manifest what you want. In fact, water elements might be the thing that works for you. So, I don't know, maybe you want to look up and see what type of water manifestations that you can do. Yeah, anything that's giving you some sort of anxiety, I feel like you're going to need to take a time out. You might also literally need to get into the tub and soak Whatever, hot water, cold water, whatever's your thing. I feel like you just need to get in the tub and like really soak. You might also need to do that for health reasons, like soak in some Epsom salt if you're having any muscle aches or anything. If someone gets very quiet on you, it's because they're thinking about things. They're trying to figure some things out before they approach you. Someone may be worried about a place to stay. They might want to ask, but maybe they're afraid to. And then you also may be seeing like 44s. I feel like something is maybe talking about your foundation. Your foundation, your home, your mom. You also might feel a sense of responsibility or feel obligated to make sure that somebody is comfortable. Yeah, if you feel that somebody is playing mind games or trying to manipulate you or get you to agree to something more than what you said, just make sure you stand your ground. Make sure that you lay down those ground rules and stand by them. Don't let somebody talk you out of something. Also seems like a past issue needs to be addressed. Maybe someone is needing closure. Romantically, it does seem like someone is indirectly pursuing you or has mentally claimed you and is trying to get your attention or trying to express regret or an apology. I feel like maybe someone is having a hard time just being direct and just directly, saying that they're sorry, or asking for some sort of forgiveness. But I feel like someone's trying. I feel like somebody is also justifying some sort of past actions because they feel like you hurt them, so that the reason that they did what they did is justified. But I do feel like there's some sort of regret now for past actions. Maybe someone is realizing that something could have been said or handled in a different way. But I feel you getting some sort of satisfaction, maybe because something is going to be resolved. Financially, you might have some sort of, settlement coming in or inheritance. Definitely seems like you are going to land a job if you need it, or get that promotion, or start that business. I feel like your money problems are going to be solved. If you are an entrepreneur, I feel like maybe someone's going to make a large purchase that gives you a sense of comfort and stability. If you've been trying to purchase like a piece of property, I feel like you finally landed. I feel like your offer is going to be accepted. I feel like you're also learning something about a family secret or a family trade. You're going to learn something about yourself through your mother's side. Also, if someone's been feeling empty or lonely, I feel that they're not going to feel lonely anymore. It just seems like problem solved. If you're in a relationship and there's been any relationship problems, I feel like the foundation is being strengthened. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, let's see what additional messages there are for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have anxiety, appreciation, healer of the ages, overall energy, blossoming abundance. Okay, so like I said, I feel like you're going to have some sort of abundance or fulfillment. In a main reading, it looks like financially or dealing with material things. Here, it looks like it's talking about emotional things, emotional security. You still seem like you're stressing about something or something's giving you anxiety, but I feel like that's going to change into something more positive because you suddenly feel appreciated and admired, which was also coming out in the main reading as well. You also, if you are the one that needs some sort of help or assistance, I feel like help is on the way, or you receive, the answer to your prayers. Or you might be the one that is, helping someone or healing someone. Like I said, it seemed like someone was feeling like a nurturer, like you are really into your nurturing ways this weekend. So if somebody needs help, you might nurture them in whatever way they need. Maybe someone's sick, maybe someone's hungry, maybe someone needs a place to stay. It just looks like you are operating as a healer. This also may have something to do with your spiritual path. Maybe you feel like you are meant to do something, but you don't know what. So anything that helps people heal, that could be Reiki, it could be anything dealing with holistic healing, could be making music. Even music is healing. So if you are some kind of producer, even if you make just regular, R&B or rap, you might be making sure that you're using the right hertz frequencies to put out into the universe. So I feel like you're doing things with your own inner talent. to bring healing to others, or you are doing this for yourself, finding ways to heal yourself. Again, I'm seeing someone soaking in water. If you live in an area where it's warm, you might be doing some sort of swimming or sunbathing. And then I was getting that using water to manifest, that might be something that works for you. I feel like your spiritual gifts or some sort of ability that you have is going to be revealed to you. Something you've been stressed about, you don't have to worry about it no more. Someone is either welcoming you with open arms, or maybe you are the one doing this for someone. I feel that your solar plexus is also being activated, or your will is very strong, your creativity, your drive. I feel like you feel inspired, so you end up inspiring other people. You also may somehow turn out to be an example for how miracles work in some way, shape, or form. And I always like to say I'm not a Christian, but I used to love me some gospel. And I'm hearing that song, Use Me. Use me. Y'all know I gotta sing. As an instrument of praise. So I might praise your name. Oh, I used to love that song. Ooh, the light is shining. Oh my God, okay. That song gonna get me worked up. And y'all gotta forgive me. I know sometimes I be off, but honey, I used to be in choir, so but I've been singing for years, so y'all gotta forgive me for my little cracks and short breaths, but oh my God, I used to love that song. But yeah, I kind of feel like something's going on where you feel moved or inspired, and your light can actually help other people. So hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.